Hi, what's up everyone? So I didn't think I'd be talking about this now, but here we are. So if you missed the news, basically, it was announced on Nintendo Direct that Capcom is releasing a Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection, which basically combines, Marvel fighting games, such as, X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel superheroes, which I have seen and tried a little bit. That game was actually pretty fun. You also have Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter and X-Men vs. Street Fighter. But then you have the big ones, which are Marvel vs. Capcom and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That has been the big one for a long time. And one that, people would want to see return. I mean, Max Million was one. He started the free MVC2 movement, and I know Justin Wong was also another name that really wanted this to happen. Well, I think they both probably jumped for frickin' joy when this happened. Now, I am not too familiar with these. I have tried a little bit of MVC2 when it came out on the original Xbox, and it did come out on PS3 and 360, and I tried the demo and I liked it, but didn't really pick up the full versions. So it's nice to see at least that come back to fruition and a bunch of these other games too as well. But there's one other surprise with it as well that really caught me, and that was the Punisher side-scrolling beat-em-up. I saw a little bit of it before and it looked frickin' awesome. So it's nice to see it as a bonus in this collection. So I'm very happy about that. And we don't have to wait too long. We didn't get an exact date though. It is going to be this year, but it's going to be on PC, PlayStation 4, and Switch. However, it seems like there will be physical copies, and you can count me in day one for that. So if this is your chance to own it physically and, for preservation purposes, hopefully. But it seems like with this collection, they are building off of what Capcom is building off of is in the Capcom Fighting Collection, so we're getting a bunch of these games. It didn't say what versions there are, but I'm going to go under the assumption that these are the arcade versions of the game with all of them. I wonder if they're actually going to include, English and Japanese versions as they did with the Capcom Fighting Collection there. But on top of getting the games, you also get the bonuses that were like a training mode. You actually get to see the hitboxes in the training mode too, which I think is really neat. Along with, artwork, access to the soundtracks, and the biggest thing, online play. And it uses rollback netcode. So we know that's going to be a good sign. I actually did test a little bit of the Capcom Fighting Collection earlier with Mad Belmont, just to see how online was, because that's going to give a good kind of baseline idea of what to expect with this, and the online was good. So I don't foresee any problems with this unless something happens, which, knock on wood, doesn't. I think the only things I would request, or the only big thing I would request with this collection would be crossplay, if it's possible. It'd be nice to have that as an option, but I don't know if it's going to make it in time. We'll see what's up with that, but I would say don't expect that here. We're at least getting rollback netcode, so we know we're going to be getting good online play with this game. But I would say it is very nice to see this come out. Because again, there was a time where it's like, this isn't going to happen. This isn't coming. We should just give up hope. But this brings back the hope. This is exciting, because not only do we get these classics, but this could also lead to interesting potential future here. Maybe a proper Marvel vs. Capcom 4, but the one that I'm interested in would be a Capcom vs. SNK collection, where it combines, Capcom vs. SNK, Capcom vs. SNK 2, the ones that Capcom made, and the two that SNK made, which were SVC Chaos and SNK vs. Capcom for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. If that collection could exist, I would buy that in a freaking heartbeat. I'm gonna do this one as well because I want to support it, and it's a way to have these games, and I've always wanted to own it as well. But we're probably gonna hear some more stuff. Like, the biggest things are just gonna be like will crossplay be there? I would like it to be, like I said, but I have a feeling it's not. And release date, because I'd like to know when this is coming, and when it does, we're obviously gonna play it here and see what it's about. But for those of you that have history with these games, what are your thoughts on this? What would you like to see, or what are you hoping for from this collection? And also, for someone who is not very familiar with it, what can you tell me about these? Like, what should I look forward to with these collections, or what should I try to practice on with it? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, so please leave your feedback below in the comments. I'll also include a link to the Steam page where you can wishlist this, so make sure to do that. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this. So with that being said, until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Super Retro Force.